This door with the key of imagination. Beyond is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You have just crossed over into the twilight zone, or better yet, the carbonation zone. Yo, this is His Lordship, and don't try to figure out what group this is. You'll never guess what singing group this is. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna check out HeavensGate. You know what I'm saying? Because in my last video, I wanted to say that I'm gonna compare HeavensGate to Carbonation. These people were real cult people, a real cult group, because when you really in it to win it, you in it. Okay, check it out.
We have 3 of our classmates here: Jimodi, Alodi, Devoti, and they all felt like they'd like to say something to the world before we leave. Alodi, something you'd like to say?
Okay, I'll go first. I know you've already heard us talk a lot about restraint.
Right
because
here.
Every member of the next level is.
Look, you already know. You see that hat right there? Do you see that hat?
Restrained. Some, of course, are more restrained than others.
Wait, hold on. He said that they would like to say something to the world before they leave.
Because they're older and they've had a longer chance to grow taller. Naturally, our older members have encouraged us to grow as tall as we possibly could while we were here. Because in the heavens, we'll all be wearing midget-sized vehicles, and if we can't see over the spaceship console, we're going to miss out on a lot of spectacular scenery. Now, you may have noticed that there are some in this class who have taken greater advantage of this opportunity than others, but don't let appearances deceive you. Green is not our favorite color, just mine. And I've worked long and hard to overcome that, without much luck, as you can see. But I do feel very lucky. We all do. And that is what I wanted to talk to you about. We saw Hook recently.
Okay. They cracking jokes. They finna die the next day. They cracking jokes. The sister on the far right, I think she had twin girls, newborn twin girls. Her and her husband gave up their twins to be in the group. Her husband left her, got the twins back. She did not want to leave the group. She only been in the group 6 months. She committed suicide with the rest of the group, 38 members, the next day. Also, 6 of the members were castrated in Mexico. They voluntarily went to Mexico to be castrated to show their devotion to the group. Okay?
On TV. And in the movie, Tinkerbell warns Peter Pan that every time someone stops believing in little people like her, a little person dies. When this vehicle was young, it read a book about elves and fairies and the like, and that book said the same thing. So I held on to that belief, even as an adult vehicle. In fact, the vehicle had plans to go to Ireland someday to track down the truth about the little people. Then one day in Oregon, in 1975, an article showed up in the campus paper. The headline said, "That little green man may be your cousin." The article described a Florida professor's presentation about the Aztec, New Mexico crash and the bodies found inside. Autopsies showed the beings had brains capable of superhuman intelligence.
When they use the word vehicle, they are referring to themselves. They would say child vehicle, adult vehicle. When they use the word vehicle, they're talking about their human bodies. All right, just for some clarification. Plus, I got to stop every now and then. Anyway.
It said that they appeared to have no digestive or reproductive organs. I showed the article to Jan Odie. This was before we joined the class. And we thought, wow, this is going to be a big story. This is going to be big news. But nothing came of it. There was a total blackout on it. Even when we called the paper, they had no more information. Some months later, Chuck Odie and this vehicle's cousin showed up for an unexpected visit. Downtown, we saw a poster that said, UFOs, why they are here, who they have come for, when they will leave. It talked about reps from the evolutionary level above human. We went to Walport, Oregon on September 14, 1975, and we heard T and Doe speak. A few days later, we were all headed for training as part of the Next Levels Away team. Now, this vehicle knew it didn't fit in this world, but after I met my older members, saw them through these eyes, heard them through these ears, I knew where I belonged. I recognized them. There was something familiar about them. The little people I had been...
So, do you hear that? They read a story. They heard about this group that, you know, because their religion is connected to UFO, but like I said, their leaders used to be Christian evangelists. And see, people sometimes they have the wrong idea about people in cults. They're everyone ain't a victim. They have this way of thinking, and they're just waiting for their leader to show up. You see what I'm saying? If they don't get a leader, they still think the same way. They still live the same way. But if some fool comes by and say, hey, I believe like you, and I know it, we know the same stuff, but I know more about this stuff. So let me be the leader because I know more than you about this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm impatient. I want to skip it to when the sister starts talking. Okay, so we're going to skip to her part.
About it. This is something I'm doing on my own free will, and nobody is really, forcing me to do this. It's something that I know deep inside is right for me, and I feel like that's important. The next level gives everybody their rights. They're very rights conscious, and they give them the freedom to do whatever they want. And I feel this is part of the freedom that they have given us, and the choice they have given us, and I am very excited about going. I can hardly wait, and I'm ready to go.
I wonder why when people say they're doing this on their own free will, nobody believes them. When they say I'm doing this and nobody's forcing me to do this, I actually believe you. I believe that you are foolish enough and crazy enough to do this on your own, and you want to do this. You know what I'm saying? He said he can't wait and he ready to go. Did you see the excitement in his eye?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Let me skip to the sister though.
How long have you been in the class?
I've been in the class, will be 6 months Sunday. I think I may be the last one up to this point to have come to be with T and Doe at this time. I'm very happy to be here.
Do you have any thoughts about this, what's next for us?
The only thoughts that I have is the preparation that I've made to separate from the vehicle. Leave it all behind. There's nothing here.
So, Key, are you saying that he didn't go through with it? Now, they did allow certain people to live. They appointed some members to live so they could tell the story and I guess keep the group going. But there's another member who left the group who suffers from depression because he felt like he was left behind. He felt that he should have went with the group. So the next time I go live, I might show his story. One of the members, a couple of members that were left behind.